The planet was called Kelora, and it was a place where nothing grew and storms never stopped. For years, no one had lived there, until the day a group of humans crashed onto its rocky surface. Their ship was ruined. The wind howled so loud they could barely hear each other. Captain Isaac looked at the broken engine, and then at his crew, who were shaking in the cold. He knew that nobody would come to save them. The nearest help was 100 light-years away. Isaac gathered everyone in the wrecked ship's main room. There was Miko, the youngest, who still believed they could call for help. There was Dr. Patel, who tried to fix wounds with nothing but rags and hope. There was Jamal, the engineer, who stared at the engine as if he could fix it by willpower alone. Isaac said, "We survived the crash. We can survive this." But the truth was, he didn't know how. The planet was not empty. Machines left by a long-dead alien race moved under the ground. At night, they sent out small drones to watch the humans. The machines waited for the right moment to attack. But first they studied. They had destroyed every other living thing that landed here. Now they wanted to see what humans would do. For days, the humans tried to build shelter from the freezing wind, used pieces of the ship, and tied them together with cable and hope. Ko almost gave up when his hands bled from working, but Dr. Patel wrapped his fingers, saying, "Pain means you're alive." That's something. They ate their last food. When hunger made them weak, Jamal found a way to turn the ship's filters into a trap for the strange moss that grew between the rocks. It tasted awful, but it kept them going. Isaac spent every night looking at the stars, trying to send a message home. Is anyone out there? Sometimes he thought he saw lights in the sky, but they always turned out to be more storms. On the 7th night, the alien machines attacked. Silent metal creatures crawled up from below, moving so fast the humans barely had time to scream. Miko was grabbed by a metal claw, but Isaac tackled it, breaking his arm in the process. Dr. Patel swung a heavy pipe, smashing the machine's eye. Jamal used fire from the broken engine to scare the rest away. The machines pulled back, confused. They had never seen prey fight like this. The next day, Isaac lay in pain. His arm was broken, and hope seemed even further away. But the others refused to give up. Dr. Patel set his arm using scraps of metal as a splint. Miko and Jamal worked together to build traps for the next attack. Even as hunger gnawed at their stomachs and storms tore at their shelter, they kept going. The machines came back in even greater numbers, but this time the humans were ready. They used mirrors to blind the machines, created noise that confused their sensors, and fought together as one. The machines lost 3 of their number and retreated again. Deep under the ground, the alien computer watched. It did not understand. Every other species had died quickly. These humans worked together. They helped each other. They refused to give up, even when all hope was lost. On the 10th day, the computer sent its final, most dangerous machine to the surface, a giant spider of steel, with weapons burning blue and sharp legs that could cut stone. The humans stood together, holding their makeshift weapons. Isaac, his arm tied to his chest, stepped forward. "We will not die here," he said, voice shaking but strong. The machine attacked. Jamal jumped on its back, using a metal rod to smash wires. Dr. Patel threw a flare into its open mouth. Miko, crying and yelling, stabbed it in the eye with a broken antenna. Finally, the machine stopped moving. Sparks flew, and it fell apart in front of them. The ground went silent. Nothing else came from below. That night, as the humans sat around a small fire, the ground began to shake. They thought it was another attack, but then the dust cleared, and a small, old alien machine rolled up to them. It spoke in a language they did not know, but slowly the words changed into English. "You are different," it said. "You do not surrender." Why? Isaac looked at his crew. They were bleeding, hungry, and tired, but they were alive, he answered. "Because we are human. We help each other. We never give up." The machine thought for a long time. Then it opened a hidden door in the ground. Inside was fresh water, food, and working equipment left from the aliens that once lived there. The machine said, "You have passed the test. You may live." The humans cheered and hugged each other. For the first time, they felt real hope. Over the next weeks, they fixed their ship with the new supplies. The alien machine even helped them send a message home. When a rescue ship finally arrived, Isaac and his crew stood together on the cold rocks, looking up at the stars. They had survived not because they were the strongest, but because they never stopped fighting for each other. They left Kelora with scars, but also with a new story, one about hope, courage, and the unbreakable human will. Far away, in the heart of the old alien machine, a record was sent out into the galaxy. Humans are not to be destroyed. They are to be respected. They are survivors. And so, the legend of humanity spread one world at a time.